Hello everyone, it's Michael here from Replica Airguns with another indoor shooting field test. We've got two guns this week. We're going to start off with the G&G GPM1911, but then I'm also going to do it the later half of the week. I'm going to do the Webley Nemesis. So they're both very different guns. We have a CO2 pellet shooter here with a rotary mag, dual-sided rotary mag. Very cool, more of a target, potentially pest control gun. Then we have this G&G 1911, and this is an airsoft pistol, uses green gas. So we have these small green gas mags, and we've already racked it, so we're good to go. And we're gonna basically test both these guns out this week. Again, starting with the G&G GPM1911, we're gonna put hopefully 5 rounds through the chronograph and try and get 5 good readings. See what kind of actual feet per second. I'm expecting somewhere around 300 or just over. And then we're gonna put 10 rounds on the target and see what kind of grouping we can get. And then what I might do is just reload the mag after I shoot 10 rounds and see how many rounds we get with a fully loaded mag, which this mag does hold 25 rounds. So if we can get the first 10 and the rest of the 25, then we're looking at 35 rounds per gas fill. I don't think we're gonna get that many, to be honest, but we'll give it a try. Okay, so let's get this going. Got our feet per second mode here. It's gonna do the countdown. We should be ready to go. Let's see if I can get some shots on target through this chrony that will actually read 330, not too bad. That one didn't shoot for some reason. Not really sure what's going on here. Okay. That one looked better. 321. It's not wanting to reload for some reason. It's like the magazine is not popping a BB all the way up. Let's give it a go here. Maybe it needs more rounds in it. 321. We're just not having a lot of luck here. Really sticky mag for some reason. Okay. 321. Not wanting to cycle. I'm gonna look down the barrel, see if we got different. Yeah, we got light coming out. Okay. There's nothing should be holding this back. There we go. 319. I don't know what to say. This mag does not want to load BBs up into it. What can I tell you? Okay, 318. I mean, once it shoots, it's actually shooting nicely. Let's see if we got, okay, maybe we got one in there. Yeah, we got that one, 315, 313, and I think we're still having this loading problems. What's happening is the BBs aren't going up to the top. They're just not going up to the top. I don't really know why. Okay. And that one still got one in the chamber. There we go. Okay, so what can I say? I'm going to be using a different BB. So I was using 0.20 gram BBs. I'm going to try 0.32 gram BBs. Maybe the diameter of these BBs or whatever isn't working so good. I might even throw a little silicone lube in the mag. What was happening for me was the BBs they just weren't moving up the mag. They were kind of getting stuck at the top. So maybe there's something going on with the thickness on the top. They just weren't going up. And so when the slide came back, it just wasn't chambering around. So I'll see if I can figure that out between my chrono test and the target test and get that sorted out so we can get some actual, shots that I don't have to cycle the slide several times to get. All right, I'm gonna set up a paper target and let's attempt to get 10 rounds in the target. I've topped up the green gas, or actually the propane in this situation. So I've topped up the propane, filled this mag up as much as possible. I've got pretty much a full magazine. Hopefully that loaded up spring will feed those BBs, at least the 10 that I need to get down range. I've got the 0.32 gram 0.320 gram BB, so a 0.32 gram BBs here. A little heavier, maybe the fact that they're a different brand, a different, you know, potentially diameter and stuff will work better. Let's get right to it and see what kind of accuracy we get. The goal here is to get 10 rounds in the target, and then if it's working right, then maybe I'll see if I can get rid of the rest of the rounds in the mag and see, you know, how well it does. But let's just get these first 10 off. Same thing. Same thing. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of this so far. So what's happening is it's just, let's go here. Okay. Yeah, it's not loading up. We're gonna have to manually do this, I guess. I'll try one, but I don't think this is working. Yeah, no. So, yeah, it just does not want to push these BBs to the top of the mag every time. It's just like maybe the top of it is a little sticky. I don't know. I don't even know how many shots we've taken at this point. Every time, it's just not at the top. Okay, that's at the top. And there's one in the chamber this time, so. Again. Oh, there's one in the chamber. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna just do one more. I don't even know how many shots we've taken, but all I'm gonna do is get these 10 out. Okay, and we'll take a look, because that didn't even cycle properly. Not sure why. So I don't know what's going on with this gun. I might have to try another one down the road because this one is not working for me. Maybe I'll get a replacement one and see if I have the same issues, but there's something going on with this gun. But it is what it is. I mean, I do these reviews. I really like the gun. I just wish it worked. It shoots nice. I love the heavy slide. I love the heaviness of the gun. I love everything about it, other than that it's not shooting. So I make these reviews. They are what they are. It got a decent group. I mean, this is a 1.5 inch with a flyer. Pretty close to this bullseye. If this magazine would load properly, we'd be in business. But for whatever reason, it's just not, it's not cutting it. So maybe I can figure it out. Maybe I need a replacement gun. I can tell you right now though that this magazine, it just doesn't want to load the BBs up. I can see they're not coming up. So it just could be, simply it could just be a defective magazine and not the gun. Again, I like the gun, good trigger, decent accuracy, over 300 FPS, about 320, 330. I can't remember what it averaged out at. Other than that, pretty nice pistol. Yeah, maybe I can get my hands on a replacement mag and redo this review, or at least give the review an update once I've tested it out with a proper mag. I'll see if I can do that at least, just do a little update video saying, hey, I did get it to work, it was the mag, something along those lines. All right, I know this wasn't the most appealing video review, but they're not always gonna be perfect. They're not always gonna be, hey, this is an amazing gun, right? It is what it is. At least you know I'm being honest. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not just gonna make videos that are gonna make every single gun look fantastic. I do think this is a good gun. I just wanna give it another crack, maybe with a new mag. I'll try that first, and then if that doesn't work, maybe a new gun. Okay, so don't let this review totally deter you from this gun. You know, if you have a problem with yours, we're always going to be there to help you out and make sure that we cover your butt, that if you get a defective gun, we're going to take care of you. So check us out at replicaairguns.com, replicaairguns.ca, and replicaairguns.us. The .com is the blog, the .ca is our Canada store, and the .us is our US store, where we sell air guns, BB guns, airsoft guns, pellet guns, blank guns, and other accessories. Until next time, take care.